Gloria recorded an interview with two very special guests. It was their first interview with English language media in Canada. Have a listen to this.
Ruby Liu has big plans for her malls and way beyond. She owns Tsawwassen Mills in the Lower Mainland, as well as Mayfair Shopping Centre in Greater Victoria and Woodgrove Centre in Nanaimo. And as of last week, she has court approval to take over the leases of 3 former Hudsons Bay department stores in her malls. The bigger goal is to secure 28 leases in total. And that's more than a quarter of all the former Hudson's Bay leases in the country. And while that process winds its way through the courts, she and her business partner, Linda Chin, are with us today. Linda is CEO of Central Walk, which is Ruby's real estate business. And because Ruby speaks Mandarin, Linda is also going to act as translator for this interview. So hello to Linda and hello to Ruby.
Hello, Gloria. Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you both very much for being here. So, Ruby, we would love to hear more about your story. What can you tell us about who is Ruby Liu?
My name is Ruby Liu. I came to Canada in 2014. And from 2020, I started to go into the shopping center business. So it's been over 5 years now. However, since 30 years ago, I have been doing business in retail and in shopping centers. So I have a lot of knowledge in understanding consumer behavior and consumer psychology.
Okay. I mean, Ruby, these department store locations, you know about the long history here in Canada, but these locations have large footprints too. So what is your vision for these locations?
Right now, we are encountering an e-commerce era. So internet plays a very key and important role in our daily life. Therefore, we want to drag young people from internet into reality and from online to offline. We'll support young generation, Z generation, and back into shopping malls, and we'll do innovation and to attract more younger generation back into shopping malls. Ruby just wrote a letter to the Right Honorable Prime Minister a few days ago and requesting a chance to meet with the Prime Minister in person to talk about how to improve the competitiveness for the country and how to provide benefits and even like a free loan, no interest loan to younger generation, to new immigrants, to the younger entrepreneurs, to have more benefits, to open up innovation, new work and new business, to talk about how to reform and how to bring new things to the retail industry in Canada.
It'll be interesting to see what the Prime Minister response it will be.
Ruby also urged to the Prime Minister that we should learn from Thailand, because Thailand is well known around the world for the high quality of their service level. So it offers not only fine dining, entertainment, shopping, it offers a lot of high-level services to visitors. So in order to improve our country's competitiveness overall, we need to learn from them. We need to learn from the shopping center, the retail industry there. So right now, Ruby thinks the country-wise can host big-scale activities and events. However, shopping center, on the other hand, as the hub for the local community, should host more small to mid-scale activities and events around the year. So it should be playing more important role in hosting community events and activities.
Oh, this is interesting. So you're taking it beyond just a regular retail model and turning it into a more of an experience, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, you're totally right. So the shopping experience is very important. So the immersive shopping experience is very important. Look at Asian countries like Japan, like Thailand. They have all events, not only inside and outside of the shopping malls. So they're good at organizing all kinds of events to attract visitors and shoppers. So we should learn from it.
I'm just trying to absorb this is a very ambitious plan, and we've seen other attempts at retail expansion fail. We saw Target, they tried to expand into Canada. They bought hundreds of Zellers leases back in 2011. The expansion opened in 2013. They started hiring 15 months before opening. They spent $10 million on each location, and still they failed. So I guess what gives you hope, Ruby, that your plan will succeed?
So she has her own plan, and she would like to outline the plans to you. She has a plan for the store opening in 3 scales. So for the first tier, the common and normal stores, she's planning to open it just in 3 months. And that's her first tier stores, and she would like to explain more. Second tier will be platinum stores. Platinum stores will be opened in about 6 to 8 months. So for the normal store, it won't be too much of decoration or renovation. As long as it can be operated normally, we'll open the stores. However, for platinum stores, we will do more renovation and provide more immersive shopping experience to shoppers. So it would cost us more money and we'll spend more time. It will be about 6 to 8 months before its opening.
I see.
So for the third tier, we call it flagship store. So for flagship stores, we will invest the most money, and we hope to get our landlords' support and approval. And with their support and approval, we have more innovative ideas, high technology, maybe some VR and some exciting new shopping elements coming into the stores. And we'll have fine dining, we'll have entertainment, we'll have kids play area. However, everything will be decided under the condition of getting the landlord's approval and support.
Well, it's interesting you bring up the landlords because, of course, they're key to this discussion. And landlords have told the media, including the Globe and Mail here in Canada, that they really still have not seen a meaningful business plan from you, Ruby. They're concerned about your lack of experience in running department stores in former Hudson's Bay spaces. So what do you say to the landlords?
She said she understands why the landlord said that. She is a landlord herself. From the landlord's point of view, they're right. They always think, all the landlords will think they know the most, they know the best, and they're the experts. Nobody else is qualified or could be as good as they are. So in that sense of point, she thinks the landlord is right. However, Hudson's Bay has played a very important role in the past 30 years, 50 years, 100 years in Canadian retail history. So the lease itself has value, important value. So that's number one. She understands why they're saying that. However, she values the value of the Hudson's Bay's leases.
对于债主，这是公平的。
Yeah, and it is important to the creditors, to the lenders of HBC. If you're participating, using your money to participate in buying the leases. So it's fair and it's reasonable for all the creditors and lenders of HBC.
But isn't there a question beyond just money and dollar value, and getting back to some criticism from the landlords that they haven't received any evidence of retail management expertise. The actual retail management, not just the buildings and the real estate, but the established supplier connections, that type of thing, the commerce capabilities, that type of thing. What do you say to that criticism?
我在加拿大已经成功的经营了5年。
From a personal point of view, all the landlords representative themselves, in Ruby's opinion, didn't reach the same wealth level as she does through her hard work, through years of hard work, years of business operation. That's her personal point of view. And going back to experience, HBC has over 355 years experience, and look at what it ended up with. And right now, you are defeated not by your fellow industry landlords or mall operators or store managers. No, you are defeated. Right now is the AI era, is the internet era. So we're not competitors. So don't look at us just like we would be defeated by other fellow operators. No. And she has been operating her shopping centers for over 5 years and very successfully.
我来补充一句，
Ruby's opinion is that what they're focusing on is not who's going to have more experience than others, who has more knowledge and expertise than others. That's not the key. The key is the money, because all the leases have long terms, and the rent itself is very low. So everything goes back to money. So they care about the money. So if you think that's worth a lot of money, you should, at the first place, to participate in the process, to pay. It's not reasonable and unfair to wait there and trying to get the lease back for free. So in her opinion, that's not right.
Still, these are challenging times. Consumer confidence in Canada is down. The economy is uncertain. I mean, uncertainty is the word of the year when it comes to the economy. The Hudsons Bay, as you point out, was not able to survive in the current market. So what I really want to know is what makes you confident that your approach will be successful?
我知
90% confident that I can make it work. So I'm hoping to bring a good quality products, merchandise with lower price to benefit the community and shoppers.
我们加拿大
Canada right now needs the spirit of working hard, cutting budget, and save cost. And we need to work very hard to make it work. And we will provide very immersive shopping experience and a new shopping environment. For example, even painting the exterior wall of the shopping centers, and to make shoppers coming back to the shopping malls to enjoy their shopping experience.
Listen, I'm really fascinated by this. Ruby, I can see your face and I can hear the determination in your voice. We shall be watching the talks and the court proceedings on these leases with great interest. Ruby, Linda, it's a real pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming in.
That is, of course, the voice of Gloria Macarenko interviewing mall owner and business person Ruby Liu. Now, Ms. Liu has been given court approval to take over 3 former Hudsons Bay department store leases at her malls. That was her first interview, by the way, with English language media in Canada. The translator there was Linda Chin. She is the CEO of Central Walk, and you can read more about this on cbc.ca/BC. That's cbc.ca/BC, or you can go to the local tab on your CBC News app.